I got 3 minutes, so you all have 3 minutes. Shabbat Shalom. Page 10, Hine Matov.
How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. E-oh-oh, 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 E-oh-oh. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Happy almost, yes, and President's Day. I think in honor of President Washington and Lincoln. Their birthdays are somewhere around now. So we will also be doing our February birthday, because we have at least one February birthday. 2 February birthdays. 3. Can I get a 4? You know, I feel like moms should get more recognition for the birthdays of their children. Yes, my sister. A little later on, though. In honor of Leah's birthday, we invite her mom to the bima to lead us in the candle blessing. Page 2, we will. Do I have matches? Oh, yeah, those 2. For Scout Shabbat, I should be prepared.
Yeah,
I'll do this. No, you can use that. We're adding a middle step.
Oh, okay. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. All right, February birthdays. Stand on up, please. I was promised at least 3. Oh, okay. Okay, well, we got 1. Wait, sorry, you said in a week is your birthday? The 19th. Well, happy almost birthday. May it be a year filled with health and happiness and many good things to come. Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach. And we're going to take a moment of quiet now to help us enter into Shabbat, to help us transition away from the busy work week or school week or errand week or task week, the worries of the world. We enter into this period of calm and rest and renewal. We enter into Shabbat. We continue quietly. We continue on page 24 in our prayer books, welcoming Shabbat with Shalom Aleichem, peace be upon you, ministers, messengers of peace.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. בואכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
And we return to page 20 in our prayer books with Lecha Dodi, welcoming Shabbat. When we get to the final verse, verse 9, at that time everyone's invited to rise and face the entrance, welcoming the Sabbath. Page 20 and 21.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kalam, pnei Shabbat, Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, hishmianu el ha'meuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem ol tiferet b'li tilah. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nikabela. Likrat Shabbat, l'chuven elcha, Kikrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nikabela. Hitoreli, kiva orech, kumi, ori. Shir daberi, kavod Adonai elayich nigla. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nikabela. You may rise. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'v'toholam. Toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat,
We remain standing and continue on page 26.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
בעלמא דברה חיותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו
Amen.
יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי קדושה
B'richu.
לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמא, ואמרו
Amen. Page 28, we'll continue in just a moment. We are trying to recall if this is the exact day that scouting was formed or if it was close to it. We're very close to the birthday of Scouts. So thank you for wearing your uniform. It's most appropriate. Scouting, I made it to Life Scout. I almost was there. Almost, I was like this far away. But of all the wonderful things that I learned in Scouts, the one that sticks out most in my mind is the one that I think sticks out in a lot of people's mind, even if they're never were Scouts themselves, which is be prepared, which at the time I always thought was good advice. And then the older I get, I think, like, if you forgot something, it's like, be prepared. I don't know, it always helps, but it is a great motto, because being prepared is not necessarily something that we're always able to achieve, but it's something that we strive for. How can we possibly be prepared for everything that comes our way? How can we possibly know what's to come, what we're going to need, what we would have been better off perhaps not taking with us, what we can leave behind, how we can be ready to face whatever situation comes our way? But even if it's something that we might not always be able to hit, it is something that we can work towards, that we can aspire towards, that we can try not just to prepare by packing well, but prepare our very souls, prepare our very beings to be the sort that's resilient, that's open to challenges and open to new experiences and open to all sorts of things. And when I hear that phrase, be prepared, I think of that not so much as you must tick this box like on a to-do list and now it's done, but rather something that we work towards to be ready. I mention that now because we're about to formally begin our service with the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. There's a version of it called, Am I Awake? Am I Prepared? And it ends as a question mark. Sometimes we don't know if we're prepared or not until the moment comes, and then we learn something about ourselves as well. As we begin this service, as we enter into Shabbat, as we prepare to encounter the divine, we continue with the Baruch Hu on page 28.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalalai lai lai.
Please be seated. We continue at the top of page 30. For Ma'ariv Aravim, our prayer for creation. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim, bechokma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshene itim, umachaliv et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem bar kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Umavir yom, umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uvein layla, Adonai tzivaot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Page 32, Ahavat Olam, everlasting love.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Israel, Amcha Havta, Amcha Havta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu lemadata. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbenu uvkumenu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nagei yomam v'layla nogei yomam v'layla ve'ahavadcha el tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev omo Yisrael, ohev omo Yisrael.
Please rise. We continue with the Shema. And Asher and Ezra are going to help lead us in the Shema. Or maybe Asher.
I don't know where my brother has went.
That's okay.
Okay, I see him.
Page 34.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchutov Le'olam Va'ed.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levanecha, v'libarta b'ham, b'shivtecha b'vetecha, uvlechtecha v'derech, uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha, ukshartam le'ot al yadecha, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Please be seated. Thank you, Asher. And we are going to continue on page 40 in our prayer books with Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neder b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malchutecha ra'u v'necha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze Eli anu ve'amru, ze Eli anu ve'amru. Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Lay 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 la lay la 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 la, lay lay la lay la 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 lay lay, ya la lay lay la 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 lay, ya la lay lay la la lay lay.
And as we flip the page, we come to Hashkivenu, our lullaby prayer, asking God that we can lie down in peace and rise up tomorrow to life renewed.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkivenu leshalom, ve'hamidenu Shomreinu lechaim, ufras aleinu sukat shlomecha, hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, hashkivenu leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Please rise. We continue with the Amidah, beginning on page 46.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi Kehillat Chaim. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, ve'Koneh HaKol, ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot ve'Imahot, u'mevi gula livnei v'neihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Mashiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Be'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav lechoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim ve'rofech cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamolcha ba'al givurot, Umidom elach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot ha'kol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh ha'kol. Atah kadosh v'shemcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh.
Amen. Please be seated. The top of the next page, we read together. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Blessed is the Eternal One, the Holy God. We read together on page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. We continue now with silent prayer.
Shalom Rav is on page 60. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tesim Le'olam. Shalom Rav, O Yisrael Amcha, Tesim Le'olam. Ki Atahu Melech Adom, L'chol HaShalom. Ki Atahu Melech Adom, Kol HaShalom, Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tesim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tesim Leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol et ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav HaYisrael Amcha, Tesim Leolam. Shalom Rav HaYisrael Amcha, Tesim Leolam. Tesim Leolam. Tesim Leolam.
We think now of those who are not well, people who are sick or hurt. If anyone would like to share a name, please feel free to say their name out loud as I come around the room. Jay.
Wallace Markowitz and May's parents.
Thank you.
Alan Urey, Mel Urey, Amber Stryker, and Sherry Hook.
Thank you.
Barbara Van Gelderen.
For those names shared and for those that remain in our hearts, we pray, Meshaberach Avotenu V'Imotenu. May God, who blessed our ancestors, bless and heal all those who are in need with refuah shlema, complete healing of body and spirit. Page 253, we continue with our prayer for healing.
מי שברך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. מי שברך אמותינו מקור הברכה לאבותינו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Well, Shabbat Shalom. I've got a
Shalom.
story to share. The story is about somebody named Herschel of Ostropol. Anyone ever hear of Herschel? Herschel is a fantastic folklore type figure. Best we can tell, considering he was a folklore figure, 19th century modern, what would be modern day Ukraine, but came from a tiny little village, and according to legend, he was the town's shochet, the town butcher. So there's a lot of stories about him, but I'm going to share one called What Herschel's Father Did. One cold winter night, Herschel of Ostropol found himself on the road far from home. He looked across the frozen fields and wondered to himself, "Where will I sleep? There isn't a village in sight." He continued walking. His stomach rumbled, for he hadn't eaten all day. His belly was as empty as his pockets. Up ahead, he saw the lights of an inn. "I'm in luck," Herschel said. "Surely the good people in that inn will take pity on a poor wanderer." He hurried to the inn door and knocked. The door opened. "What do you want?" the innkeeper said in a none too friendly voice. "Kind sir, have pity on a poor stranger," Herschel began. "I've been walking all day without so much as a crust of bread to eat. I'm cold, tired, hungry, and miles from my home. Would you have a warm corner where I could spend the night? Any place out of the wind will do. And could you spare a bit of something for me to eat? Heaven will reward you for your good deed." The innkeeper was a tight-fisted skinflint with a permanent frown nailed to his face. He looked Herschel over from head to foot and did not like what he saw. "I don't make the decisions around here," he told Herschel. "I'll have to ask my wife." He slammed the door in Herschel's face and went to speak to his wife in the kitchen. "There's a man at the door. He wants a place to sleep and something to eat. What shall I tell him?" "Well, does he have any money?" the innkeeper's wife asked. "I doubt it." "In that case," said the wife, "tell him he can sleep in the stable. But as for food, don't give him anything. I've seen his kind before. They always want a little bit of something, but once they get going, they eat like starving wolves. When the time comes to pay for what they've eaten, oh, well, that's a different story. 'I don't have any money,' is what they always say. He can sleep in the stable if he wants, but as for food, give him nothing. What if he insists? Tell him he got here too late. All the food is gone." The innkeeper went back to the door and repeated these words to Herschel. "You can sleep in the stable if you want, but as for food, you got here too late. It's all gone." "I've never heard of an inn without food," said Herschel. "Surely you have something, a bone, a fish head, a crust of bread." The innkeeper folded his arms across his chest. "Didn't you hear me? I said we have nothing." Herschel glowered. He pressed his face up close to the innkeeper's and said, "Maybe you didn't hear me. I'm hungry and I really want something to eat. If I don't get something to eat, I'll do what my father did." Herschel grabbed the innkeeper by his shirt collar and began shaking him back and forth, screaming at the top of his voice, "If I don't get something to eat, I'll do what my father did. Do you hear me? I'll do what my father did." He shook the innkeeper like a dog shaking a rat, shouting all the while, "I'll do what my father did. I'll do what my father did." The terrified innkeeper broke away and ran to the kitchen. "What is going on out there? It sounds like a maniac is loose," his wife said. A maniac is loose," the innkeeper stammered. "That fellow at the door? He's crazy. He said if we don't feed him, he'd what? He'd do what his father did." "What did his father do?" "I don't know, and I don't want to find out," said the innkeeper. "Quick, gather all the food we have in the house. Put it on the table. We must feed this man. Our lives depend on it." The innkeeper and his wife bustled around the kitchen. They gathered up all the food in the inn and piled it on the table. The innkeeper invited Herschel to help himself. He didn't have to ask twice. Herschel sat down at the table and began to eat. He ate his way through roasts and sausages, baskets of fruit, a duck, a chicken, a whole goose, loaves of bread, pastries, and sweets by the score. He ate until he couldn't hold another bite. He ate until his buttons burst. No one could eat like Herschel. And when Herschel finished, the innkeeper came up to him and asked very politely, "Would you like something else? Some pudding? A glass of tea?" "Oh, no," Herschel said. "I am so full, I couldn't eat another morsel." "Are you sure?" "I am." "In that case," the innkeeper said, "I wonder if I might ask you a question." "Certainly," said Herschel. I don't mean to be rude, the innkeeper said, but my wife and I were wondering, what was it that your father did? Herschel laughed. Since you have given me such a wonderful dinner, I will gladly answer your question. On cold, dark nights, when my father didn't get anything to eat, he went to bed hungry. Thank God he didn't have to do what his father did. All right, we're going to continue now with announcements. So our board rep this evening is Jay Markowitz.
Thank you, Rabbi. I still got a smile on my face from that story. And thank you, Kyra, for the music. And I always like hearing your music, but I mean, tonight I was thinking, what a great way to transition out of the busy week and hear your sweet sounds. It really brought Shabbat into my body. So thank you very much. Okay, Shabbat Shalom. And along with Sabina Riddle, we're representing the board tonight. Purim tickets are on sale. Please purchase by February 23rd. Join us for a prom-a-palooza at Shushan High, starring all the familiar faces who will show us the power of standing up for what is right. Wear your prom best. Come to a special Learning Shabbat and potluck dinner on February 27th. We will be explaining the service throughout. Also, I would like to invite everybody to join us at noon on Wednesdays for our adult study classes. I've been going for a couple years, and you really get a lot out of it. So if you have some free time, check us out. It's live and on Zoom. Then please join us in the social hall for an oneg and a birthday treat. And also, if you'd be so kind on your way out, if you could just bring your book and drop it off to either Sabrina or myself. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Please rise. We continue at the bottom of page 282 with Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו כהמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please remain standing. We continue on page 293. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. This week we are observing Shloshim for Patricia Cole, and we are observing Yartzeit for Sadie Wilson Ostro, William Marcus, Lillian Kaplan, Charles Henry Yates, Neil Levine, Marvin Polikoff, Rebecca Jane Day, Jack Arnovitz, Barbara Schwartz, Israel Katz, Jerry Werbelow, and Paul Feinsode. Anyone else would like to share a name? I invite you to say their name out loud. Page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, b'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach leolam almei almaya, Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitzba'ar v'yitromam v'yitznaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kedusha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'el kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Together we say, amen. Amen. Please be seated. We continue on page 5 with Kiddush. Andy, I'll tell you what, you're wearing the uniform. Can I honor you by asking you to join us on the bima? Come on up. Thank you, Andy, for observing Scout Shabbat. You can hold this. It's wonderful grape juice. Good. We'll do the blessing and then Alechayim. Page 5, together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehila lemikrae kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. L'chaim. Ooh, look at this. You're in for a treat.
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz, we give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together, as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Amen.
Well, that does look so good.
And thank you for representing the Scouts. All right. Kyra, would you introduce our closing song?
Od Yavo Shalom. So we're asking for peace.
That's page 353,
Yes.
I believe, yes?
I think so. It should be on
Yes, 353 at the bottom of the page.
there. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. סלם עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלם, סלם, סלם עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלם, סלם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. סלם עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלם, סלם, סלם עלינו ועל כל העולם. סלם, סלם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.